Welcome to Tip Does Loans podcast. I am here at Wealthcon 2024, Ryan Pineda's with Miranda Widmeyer, and she is an investor in California. So we're going to go over, a couple of different types of investments that she has. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm really excited to be here. This is my first ever Wealthcon, so it's great, going great so far.
Amazing. I love it. Okay, so why don't you kind of tell me about your investments that you have in California? Mm-hmm. So you have one long-term hold, right?
Yes, yeah, okay. One long-term rental, and then I have my primary that I'm house hacking by the room.
Okay, awesome. And what is house hacking?
So I have a couple of roommates. So there's a total of 4 of us in one house.
Okay.
And it's nice because by doing this, I'm only paying about $400 of my mortgage.
Oh, nice.
And the rest is covered by my roommates.
So they all, okay. But did you kind of split anything? Because I know people like make it into more rooms, like a split pad or
so
like
I did not.
Split.
Yes.
Did you do that, or these all have you have a 4-bedroom house?
Yeah, so it's a 5-bedroom. So 4 with a bonus room. I bought this house knowing I was going to house hack it because it's almost impossible to cash flow on a property in California.
Yes.
So I wanted to be able to buy this house knowing that I can move on to my 3rd property, and I can do that by renting out all of the rooms. Okay. So once I move out, I'll rent out the room that I'm in now, and I'll be able to break even and cash flow a little bit.
Yeah.
But my main concern was just building appreciation at this point and just getting everything covered so I'm not losing money on the property.
Smart.
But when I bought the property, I saw that it had the potential of the 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. It has an area on the side for an ADU. If I even wanted to build an ADU, which I do plan on doing in the future as well to help build cash flow. But just wanting to take advantage of where I live and being able to build that financial freedom, I felt like everyone kept saying house hacking.
Yeah.
And so going into it, knowing that I was going to be house hacking helped a lot in choosing the house.
Yeah. And that is amazing too in California. It still gives you, a lot of people are scared to, or still afraid to, purchase and invest in California because they're afraid that they won't cash flow. And even if you're breaking even or you're not cash flowing that much, you've still managed to get more of that and keep it going. And then what kind of, and then you have another rental as well, right?
Yeah, just a regular long-term rental.
Okay. Yes. And then when you did start in California, you have a W-2 job.
Yes.
So how did you kind of swing this? Most of the people watching or most of our audience are trying to get out in it. Mm-hmm. And it's just to take that next step. What was that process like for you?
Mm-hmm. So after I graduated, I bought my first property about 6 months later, and I was able to do that because I got a job in the field that I got my education in. Yep. A lot of people have to wait 2 years after you graduate in order to get that experience. But if you get a job within the field that you were trained in, your education, which mine was 18 months, I was able to, I only had to wait 6 months before I bought my property. So I saved up for that first 6 months, and then I bought my first property, lived in it for a few years. When I moved out, I then took out a 401k loan. I didn't withdraw, so there were no penalties, but I took out a loan to then buy my second property, of which I am house hacking now.
Awesome. That is so amazing. So it is possible, even if, W-2 job, and even that one little maneuver or what you found, make sure you get enough rooms and kind of do that math before and the house hacking. So there you go.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining me and giving that information. And if you want to know any more information on house hacking, I'm going to have all of Miranda's information below. So feel free to comment and subscribe.